Nikki! We're coming!
Make sure you don't fall off!
Make sure those snipers don't hit you either! How many are there? It's like all of Knowhere showed up!
As long as they're here, they can't go through with the... whatever they called it!
The Florkman!
That was nothing, Dave!
I like it better!
Look round! Now it's Nova!
They're gonna need a huge recruitment drive after this!
Stay away from the edges!
I will toss them to their deaths!
Never see it coming!
Well, I guess Goldie survived that jump!
Did you see Raker's face when he showed up?
We approach the dog's tower! Hold on, Nikki! We're coming! It is now!
Make sure you don't fall off!
Make sure those snipers don't hit you either! Of course it was easier to get to before! Running and gunning on rooftops! This is kind of fun!
So now you're finally happy? Past time someone got stabbed!
Perhaps this will tell tale of our battles here! Oh man! Back on Earth, there was this great song! Buy some time, Groot!
Been too long since I blew something up!
Finally! I think they're giving up.
Just in time, because we're not getting back on that bridge.
I know where we are. There's a road nearby that intersects the main bridge to Cosmos.
Where?
It should be, right below us.
Drax, buddy, let's make a hole.
That's one way down.
The best way. Look! They're still at it!
At least our guys seem to be winning.
Ba-ba-ba-boom, baby!
You sure are destroying a lot of advertising today.
Like we need another reminder to buy Calyx cream. You gonna make us a bridge or what? Oh, you gotta be flarking kidding me.
Don't suppose Groot knows another side route.
If I could just get to the other side, I could hack that thing and drop the bridge.
If you can get to the other side, we can get to the other side, and it wouldn't matter.
Throw me.
What?
Throw me! Just get muscles to huck me across.
Are you kidding? After the fit you threw last time?
This ain't like the last time. You all... I trust you guys.
Leave this to me!
Glad that wasn't wrong.
You are a valued member of this team. Not a tool to be thrown about.
Worried about this ritual. And what's really gonna happen if we can't stop it.
Ain't gonna be dead people coming back, holding hands and wagging tails, that's for sure.
No, more likely Magus will use the ritual's power to drain the life energies of all in attendance.
We won't have to worry about that. I know I can get through to Nikki. This is Raker's doing, not hers.
I won't give up on her either.
Nor will I.
Yeah, and neither will the Grand Unicorn.
You will regret it.
How dumb are these flartnards to even fall for this full flarkment garbage?
Magus demands adulation, trapping you with vile illusion while feeding on your soul.
I felt it in my promise too. That endless hunger.
Holy faith!
All that light isn't leading to the cortex. It is the cortex.
How could that mutt let this happen?
Looks Looks like you'll get to ask him yourself.
This isn't going to end well.
Cosmo!
We've got to get down there!
Don't count him out just yet. I've seen him get out of worse scrapes. Get away from my dog! Take some breathing room, Groot!
I guess this means there's no Knowhere resistance!
I wasn't
Set it
expecting
free!
any.
Why does the dog not mind blast them?
I don't think he's in there no more.
Cosmo, you've got to snap out of it!
The boat is scrambled.
Track! I'm coming!
Look out!
You just messed with the wrong contestant!
This is an historic battle! The last stand of Knowhere!
We lose Cosmo to them and it's all over!
Next time, you're on your own.
Not going into the light this
Having
cultist
fun
walked right into
preying
that
on the
one!
weak? What's next, Peter?
What's next, Peter?
Pizza!
You don't stand a chance!
Hang tight!
Why does the dog not mind blast them?
Something's wrong with him!
Smash him up, Drax!
Destroy!
Cosmo, you've got to snap out of
Try
it!
not to boat is scrambled.
Don't make this a habit!
Smoke the rocket!
The much better remember I'm saving his tail here.
You can remind him
Like
later!
that, man.
Wrap him up,
Hey,
Mike!
grab the long.
Chop him up!
Nice to meet you! Peter! Drax needs help!
I'm going down.
Feels like I've been shooting that big bot for hours!
It is as venerable as it is large! We must break what is next, Peter Quill!
I guess this means there's no Knowhere resistance!
The dog is not dead yet!
You're welcome!
I knew you had my back!
I have slain the believer! Why does the dog not mind blast them?
I have some time to recover!
Our blows seem insignificant.
Toss him around!
Die!
This
I
has got
shall
my name
enjoy
on it.
this! Well done, you two! A tactfully executed maneuver!
Looks like you need a little help! Man, that giant robot can take a lot of pain! Cosmo! Talk to us here!
More talking. Use your mind,
Up
Scott,
you
to
go,
help us
big
out
guy.
here.
Feel this?
This is an historic battle! The last stand of Knowhere!
Something tells me we got more scraps ahead.
How is he still standing?
Time for the big guns!
My great strength goes
Peter!
underutilized!
Now!
The enemy proves persistent!
Thanks, Peter.
That's
I shall
why I'm
break
here!
their bones!
Thing's pretty tough for an old machine.
Dropper! I said bombs away, Rocket! We gotta keep them off Cosmo!
Cut them down fast! I'm ready! Just find me an opening! There has to be a way to really hurt this guy!
I
Peter
was
Quill,
almost
I have
up there.
rescued you!
Thanks, Big D!
Oh! I hope that felt as bad as it looks!
them left! I am trying to
Bad
destroy this!
robot!
Make like a tree!
Hey, Quill! Want to see some fireworks?
What the flark are you doing? He's one of them now.
He's our friend.
Yeah, so is Drax. And I ain't going inside this flea bag's head.
Maybe it doesn't have to come to that. Hey, buddy. Are you,
Take him out before it's too late.
Wait! He's still in there. I can hear him.
I hear only barking.
Focus your mind. He's there.
Oh, Flark, it just shoot the mutt!
No! You can do this, Peter. He knows you.
easy, bud. Friends, remember?
Is Peter Quill? Cosmo knows never lie.
Yeah, buddy. It's me. It's all of us.
Where is Cosmo smelled? Smell of nowhere.
Where else would we be, Furbrain?
His mind is addled. Or he is simply a dog.
He doesn't see us. He's still in the promise.
Cosmo, where are you? What do you see?
Blue sky and cars to chase. Cosmo is back. Doma, how you say? Home.
He's talking about Earth.
Smell of fresh grass. Feeling of dirt between paws. No psychic burden, just walkies for going. And the ball for fetching.
If you missed your home planet, could you not simply return at any time?
Not a time that matter. Same reason Cartadian not go home. Yet. But home is not same. Can never be the same again.
So it no longer has this fresh grass that you speak of. I too would not want to live on barren rock.
It's not about rock. It's about what Cosmo had on rock. Foot of bed for sleeping, belly for rubbing, color with name.
You miss being someone's property?
Cosmo not property. Belong to family. Then one day, family gone. Men in suits sent Cosmo into space. Cosmo searched many dog years for those he lost. But yet...
You had owners. And it sounds like they gave you up.
But what about your puppies, Cosmo? They're your family.
Cosmo young or...
They're here, man. And they're counting on you. For love, for protection.
But humans call for Cosmo to heal. Must be loyal.
Those pups actually need you. Be loyal to them. Ugh. Don't abandon them in space the way you were.
Cosmo would never.
But you have. They're somewhere here on Knowhere, maybe needing your help right now.
Come on, Cosmo, you gotta know this doesn't smell right.
Peter Quill is right. Cosmo human have no smell.
They are wicked perversions. You must bite them with all your might.
Be gone! Cosmo not fit your lies.
That's it, buddy. You tell him.
Nowhere is Cosmo home be. His pups, his family, will protect at all costs.
Sick him, boy.
Should we help him? I mean, we may need him.
I am optimistic for the beast's recovery.
Cosmo's got his mission. We've got ours. Let's get to the Cortex. You think he'll be okay?
He's got a thick coat.
All right, I still got access codes from when me and Groot were on vacation.
You mean when you quit the team?
Why do you always gotta be so...
Flark!
attacking scratch snatchers? Gah!
Cosmo changed the codes.
I guess so.
All right, people. Let's find another way through.
Perhaps you entered the code incorrectly. I have made the same mistake.
With those sausage fingers? Of course you have. These nimble...
Drax, can you handle this?
An intriguing texture. I fear I will regret this.
Just don't start kicking up dust.
So, stolen codes, jail time. What exactly were you and Groot doing down here before?
We picked up a job from a Signog at Mantlos, while you were off looking for the mud.
What job?
The less you know, the better. The Flark was that?
An earthquake?
Unlikely. We are not on Earth.
Whatever they're doing, I think they just took it to the next level.
Ritual must be starting soon.
Good question, bud. How do we know we can even stop something this powerful? Probably a question for the bug lady. Too bad she ditched us.
To save her people. She knows what she's doing, or what she did, or will do. I know she can be
Crazy?
enigmatic.
Well, if that means crazy, I agree with you. Yuck.
I am so done with brains and the Universal Church of Crap.
I know it's slow going. Blame the Flarknards who wrecked everything.
Do you know any shortcuts?
In case you ain't noticed, the entire geometricals in this place have been flarked.
Guardian of Galaxy, Cosmo is owing Bolshoi death.
Welcome back! Hey, we've got an army of churchmen between us and the Cortex. You coming?
Yeah, Cosmo is retaking power of security, where his pups are hiding. Without power, Knowhere is being lost. Pups too.
Gotcha! Be careful up there, buddy.
The electrifying incentor spells irritate me!
The sooner we get off this plane, the better!
This is a site of power! A fine place for a bloody battle!
Let him have it, Drax! Throw that, Drax!
Keep the herd running!
Send it their way, Drax! This is so gross!
At least it's something dry this time.
Close the distance! Don't let them pick you off!
I'm on him!
The big one has thrown mine.
Lock and load, Rocket!
Watch the mine!
This battle is proving too
Field. Thank Will! I think the big guy's seen stars. Finally, sick of those dashed mines.
Bye-bye, Nova Corps nerd! I'll be your wingman anytime!
Bet you've never felt so alive, though!
Drax! Shut him down! If it's not the shield, it's the mine! Enough already!
I agree! The electric-wielding corpsman must perish next!
Carve him, this is so
Get the
gross!
points! Already missing the dongle!
But all these toys I'm just dying to use.
This poor goon's got brain security detail.
Gross.
That's a lot of brain powder.
Yeah, that stuff will turn your airway to sludge. Gray lung, they call it.
Good thing I've got my mask.
Oh, that won't help. Them particles are so fine, they're already seeping right in. Probably already got the gray lung.
Lungs are already gray.
And you know that...
I have seen them. Many times. I hunger.
For battle?
I did not eat on the ship.
There's plenty of brain tissue to go around.
Quill, for somebody who wants out of here, you're sure doing a lot of hanging around.
I can't get back up to the catwalks.
There's gotta be something we can use to get up there.
Yeah, I'm looking. Drax, little help, Evo?
Readily! Perhaps there is a way to steer Knowhere directly into the rift.
Can't risk it if Nikki's here.
You want to erase the best place in the galaxy? No way!
You can put it down here.
Done.
I don't know what's more dizzying in this place, looking up or looking down.
Do neither. Look your enemies in their eyes.
What if I could? Staring down somebody's crotch ain't as effective.
Need some help moving, Drax.
Are you certain where you want it this time?
Need your muscles again, Drax.
With ease.
Here's good.
Understood.
Hurts to see all my investments go up in smoke.
What investments?
Couple seed fundings into illegal weapons research, funneled some units into goon training, couple of bets.
You had units this whole time?
No, they were invested.
Why do the mightiest powers of the universe not intervene against the Church? Galactus, the Stranger, the Living Tribunal.
They didn't show up for the Galactic War either. We won it without them.
Your mistake is thinking they give a single flark about the rest of us.
Right about there.
I am on my way. What do the buyers do with all of the brain matter?
They buy bone scrapes and spinal fluid too.
Why?
They're mostly scientists, trying to understand the mysteries of the universe or create the next big weapon.
You want some more stuff for me, Drax?
Where shall I relocate it?
Drax, over here! Hurry!
I move as swiftly as is necessary.
Quill, you know I was just messing with you.
What's that?
There ain't no such thing as gray lung.
Oh, yeah. I know. Did you guys know?
Oh yeah.
Naturally.
You're always good for a laugh, Quill.
This looks good.
Sure. I'm surprised Thanos never tried to take Knowhere's resources during the war.
Don't ever underestimate the Collector's political power. He's got something to bribe everyone.
The Church accepts no bribes. They seek only submission.
This looks sturdy enough for an anchor.
Sure, just tell me where. What do you see?
Same stuff, but higher.
What's in all those towers and pods?
There ain't no zone in here, so could be anything. I know one of them's half library and half pleasure pod.
Really hope it survived.
Careful, this place is practically falling apart.
Could be all of Knowhere looks like this soon.
So they just up and left all this once they discovered the Cortex?
If by up and left you mean that mutt went barking mad and booted everyone out, then yup.
Not surprising. Imagine that thing falling into the wrong hands.
We don't have to.
One shiny upgrade. Nice. This work is worth more than you're worth, Quill.
Hey, Groot. Think you can get me up there?
I am Groot.
Right about there.
This seems impertinent to our task.
I'm gonna get a look from up high.
Scoping?
Scoping. This place smells weird.
It's the brains. Goes sour if it sits too long.
Smells like metal and, I don't know, something else.
Kriya,
What's that?
the waste product of a large Catathian slug.
I'm not sure slug piss is exactly what I was thinking of.
It is unmistakable.
I've been thinking. Yeah, the nobodies look out for themselves, but they're also paranoid.
That's an understatement.
So maybe at the first sign of trouble, some of them jumped in their ships and got out.
You underestimate their greed. Raker promises power and eternal life. Whoa! Tremors have intensified.
That's one way of putting it.
It is an accurate statement.
Oh, what have they done to you?
You, okay, Rocket?
No, I ain't okay. The Cortex, Knowhere. What's gonna happen to this place? This filthy dump of cheap booze and shady units is the closest thing I got to a home.
I am Groot.
Yeah, the Milano's great, but a ship ain't the same.
This isn't the first time someone's tried to take over Knowhere, and it won't be the last. We've still got Cosmo on our side. Once we give the church the boot, he'll whip this place back into shape.
Hopefully not too good a shape. Thanks, Quill. Groot's asking if there might be tiny people living inside our heads, like Knowhere.
It is a valid question. Many homes are made from wood.
Groot, don't listen to the scary man.
Brain chunks stuck between the ridges of my boots.
As do I.
Like somebody's melted gum.
Nobody better trail none of that gunk into my ship.
Minor hiccup we need to consider. How do we even shut down the Cortex now that it's all supercharged?
Yeah, there ain't gonna be an easy off button on that thing.
Any chance you can hack it?
We ain't talking about some junky appliance. This is the Flarkin Continuum Vortex, one of the most powerful artifacts in the known universe, maybe even before it.
This universe will not be worth living in if these fiends succeed.
The Cortex isn't the problem here. It's the Flarknards who've hijacked it. We take them down, and the Cortex is just a machine with nobody at the wheel.
How do you know there is a wheel? I saw the wheel.
Here they come!
A whole lot of them!
Soon to be one less!
No! We ain't gonna let it!
Blow them away, Rocket!
Our mighty battle shakes the very ground beneath us!
That ain't us, man! Just keep swatting! We're almost at the Cortex!
Appreciate the help, big guy! Man! I totally laid out that psycho soldier! Crash! Kick their butt!
Make your peace!
Getting real sick of these skips bringing more goo!
They can send as many as they like! We're wrong,
Where is Warlock?
The Warlock is a fearsome warrior! We must trust him!
Still don't hear no ritual!
Maybe it's a silent prayer session!
Fiends! I will find new ways to kill you!
Drax likes to get his hands dirty!
Yeah, they keep flying in more creeps, I'll keep putting bullets in them!
We can't keep getting pulled into skirmishes.
Like we have any choice. They shoot, we shoot.
Over here. Guess we're climbing brains again.
All right, group, let's make a bridge of our own.
Just watch out for quakes.
Man, I really hope Warlock makes it to the finish line.
No, Goldie ain't counting on us.
All right, easy now.
So, once we get Nikki, we wait for Warlock to catch up?
And the bug lady.
Our plan requires a great many people.
Who said saving the galaxy would be easy?
I do not recall anyone making that claim.
Let's just take it one thing at a time. Get Nikki and stop. Careful, she gets a little.
Whoa!
Peter, do you want to do the honors?
Surprise, Slugbuggers! Group! Show them your. Let's show them they messed with the wrong freaking team!
Guess they ain't seen our business card!
Tear down this church, wizard!
Just try not to break the Cortex when we get in there!
Incoming attack! With fervor!
This is bringing back war memories!
Only this time there's no resistance to help out! Don't forget, we're a team! Coordinate!
Just show me what to ventilate!
This one hurts!
Creeps are coming from everywhere!
Doing my best to cut them! We're about to walk into a nightmare! I know it!
Doesn't matter! Breaker dies!
Been too long since I blew something up!
Oh, you, Rocket!
Peter Quill, unleash me onto these fools!
I thought you'd never ask! Head on a swivel!
Like a fruit fly, I can't swat him! Chill out! Get it?
My mind
Peter, one of us needs to hold him down!
I also require the grounding of this renegade!
Watch it! They're crawling out of the woodwork!
I wasn't expecting so many of them! What's next, Peter?
Beware! Get down here, you Centaurian Spartanard! Ground this traitor that I may bash his skull!
I am down! Almost there! Push through this!
This many troops?
You
Raker
son of a
has to
lady.
be inside the vortex!
Got a feeling we ain't gonna like what's on the other side of this!
Can't distract us from our task!
Matra Astika!
Let's see that sword!
Cut to the chase!
The bloodlust is strong! I am losing control!
Oh man! You guys are in big trouble!
Feels like we're up against the entire army!
Everybody showed up for this one! I am trying to destroy! You shall not wield the Nova Force again, traitor! Hey, Drax! Save some dwarfs for the rest of us! Wizard! Please stand before your temple gates! Come out and die!
So glad that man is on our side right now! This has got my name on it! Once we get inside, I'm on Raker!
I'll try to talk Nikki down if she's in there!
We're about to walk into a nightmare! I know!
Whatever horror show we find, we're ending it! These creeps need to know what the Guardians of the Galaxy are all about!
A shame they will not remember once they are dead!
I was just trying to wake him up!
These deluded souls do not know when to quit!
Blitz them up again for a team! Coordinate!
Fall out, and I will demolish your foes! Keep on planting these creeps in the ground, crew! My knuckles failed to crack its metallic carapace!
Then let's all take a crack at hurting this thing!
Tear down this church, wizard!
That was awesome!
We have weakened the contraption's defenses!
Creeps are coming from everywhere!
I wasn't expecting so many of them!
Death has come! Hey, Quill! Wanna see some fireworks?
Get me or we barely denting this thing!
Things feel tough! We need to really pile it on!
Come on, final stretch, people! Everything you got!
Raker better be in there! Haven't had a brawl like this since the war!
Let us show them how wars are fought! Save your ammo! Hit this creep with a special surprise!
Good riddance.
Now the true battle begins.
Everyone ready? Game face is on.
I have only one face.
Well, put it in mean mode.
Ha! Done!
What's everybody thinking?
I'm thinking if Goldie didn't finish him off already, I got a grenade with Raker's name on it.
Engraving an explosive is imprudent.
If Fraker is still alive.
Keep an eye out for Nikki. We get her away from these wackos, then worry about finding Warlock, Mantis, and whoever else.
Faith, your spawn will be saved, Peter Quill.
Let's not use the F word.
We're not gonna lose her again.
Everyone quiet.
What did they do to the Cortex?
Nikki!
They strapped her to their Flarkin machine, and they're making the hand direct all the galaxy's faith energy right into it.
Fulfillment has begun.
We gotta get her out of there! But how?
Free the hand, and they lose power. I count 4 cables. Let's pull them out.